thank you for coming to attend this consultative meeting. And thank you, our hero, Honorable Semuju, for convening this meeting. You see, I'm a student of public administration and management. When you are a leader and you hear there is a meeting, because when he invited me, I was in Rukunjiri. He called me and said, we have a consultative meeting. And this meeting will be talking about the way forward for our party. So if you are a good leader, you don't hesitate. Immediately, you come and attend a meeting. Because any meeting for any organization is very, very important. So thank you so much. I don't want to dread you here. I'm Roland Kajinda. I've been in this struggle since 1999. I thank God that I've never involved myself in any scandal concerning Museveni's money. That one is the devil. I have never actually. Of recently, because I'm a good leader, I was discussing with someone and out. So when it was out, I said, now this is coming. I've been this struggle, and this audio want to deter me from continuing with this struggle. I said no. I had to contact my elders because we have been this struggle where we are. These small hiccups should not stop us from moving and chase what we want. So I said no. I should now look for the people concerned, and I have been moving. Yesterday I was in Mitoma. The other day we were in Mitoma, in Rukunjiri, in Kanungu, with our people's president. But the reason we want to host out this government, because people are suffering. So if you are a leader and you hear something fishy, that there is something that the leaders are talking, something they want to know, people, especially the members of the organization, you come out, have a meeting like this one, and I can tell you there is no way how you can fail to reach where you are going. So for me, I'm a member of FDC, and in front of you, I will never betray this struggle until we reach where we are supposed to go. One Uganda. Thank you so much, my brother Honorable Semuju. Thank you so much, members, for standing on your two legs and say there is a problem. It is not late. It's not yet late. If you are a leader, come out. I like these people, the pastors and the church. Whenever there is a problem in the church, they crusade. And they tell people, please, air out. If you have some issues, air out. And that's why for the last 2,000 years, the church is here, the religion is here, because they know how to maneuver with some issues. So thank you so much. FDC, one Uganda, one people. And I want to thank you, my elder and mentor, Mzai Bakandonda, for helping us to see that, to say sorry. Something has gone wrong. To say sorry, members. Even if you are a man, to say sorry, there is nothing you lose. So let's work together for this mighty party of FDC. One Uganda.
One people.
One people.
One Uganda.
Ra.
Thank you so much. Mr. Convener, I wanted to inform you that Council Tugume is around. Our legal Secretary FDC and Chairman Masindi, and Dr. Wakabi, Secretary for Health in FDC and also Chairman Weyende, is also here. Mr. Murwana Adams, who sang Toka kwa Barabara, also had your call and is also here. Adam Rwanda, tusanyiso kulaba. Therefore, on this juncture, I want to take this opportunity to invite the Deputy President, FDC, Deputy President, People's Government, Deputy Chairman, PFT, and the landlord of this city, Sarongo Elias Lukwago, to come and address you.
Kila mtu analia, anaicha analia. Songa mbele, songa mbele, songa mbele. Besije songa, besije songa, besije songa. Songa mbele, songa mbele, songa mbele. Songa kwa barabara, besije meilia. Toa kasi yako. Nataka kifunguo, toka kwa barabara, besi ameingia, toa kasi yako, tunataka kifunguo, miaka 25, bei ya vitu imepanda sana, miaka 25, watanalia umasikini.
Wow. FDC! Mumechoka? Bado choka? FDC! One Uganda, one people. Ra. God is good all the time. Then we clap for the Lord for this wonderful day. We also put our hands together for the convener, the Honorable Semuju, for the wonderful work done. And everybody who has worked around the clock to make this assembly a reality. We thank you very, very much. More specifically, those who have traveled all the way from the corners of this country, we salute you very, very much. It's a day to stand up and be counted. The whole nation has assembled here this morning. If this is here, you get that? If this has assembled here, the wide spectrum you see here, up here, is a reflection of who we are as FDC. One Uganda,
one people,
one
Uganda.
And we owe that to God and the great leaders here who have done a commendable job. I thank you very, very much. Yes, the custodian of the information has elaborately given the background to this assembly and the reason why it was conceived and executed. But I would like to add 2 things. One, as you can see on the theme down there, redirecting FDC to its original core mission. That is the fundamental object, the primary reason. We are not here to malign anyone. We are not here to dismantle FDC. And we are not here to cause any rift or animosity within the party, but to find solutions and ways of advancing the struggle that was started by our forefathers, the progenitors of this mighty party. Those who have sacrificed for this party, those who had the vision, those who envisioned this struggle. And as we are assembled here, we are seated here, we need to critically reflect the kind of pedigree for FDC we want to bequeath to posterity. What kind of pedigree, profile? The story of NRM, if you summarize it, just one word: disappointment. It's a story of disappointment, betrayal. That is the story of Museveni, the story of NRM. No wonder
Many of those people, the contemporaries of Mr. Museveni, who have fallen out with him, their stories have always been about betrayal. You read Kategaya's book, it's about betrayal. You read about Matembe, the title is betrayal. Kazora, betrayal. I think somewhere even Gilbert Bukenyan is intricate, whatever, through the intricate corridors of power, he also talks about betrayal. So everybody is talking about betrayal. So anyone who was to write about the history of NRM, the profile of NRM, it's a story of betrayal. What story to be written about FDC? I want to ask you colleagues, you need to reflect on this. Starting this journey right from inception as the reform agenda, the way it has morphed into different stages and the different struggles championed, ultimately, what story do we have? Dr. Besigye, in his book, you know the title of Dr. Besigye's book. The what? The unfinished business. It tells it all. Unfinished business. Meaning there is business to be accomplished, to be finished. I remember at one time when there was that heated competition for the flag of FDC, the flag bearer contest, I recall vividly. General Mugisha Muntu said, yes, we recognize the efforts of Dr. Kizza Besigye as the progenitor of this struggle, as the Moses of our journey. And he said, he wanted to be Joshua, because Moses never completed the journey and he said he was ready to lead the flock to Canaan as Joshua. That statement was loaded. It was loaded. Today you'll ask yourself, there is that unfinished business. And if Dr. Besigye left the mantle, not the struggle, but the mantle of the FDC there, do we have a Joshua there? Do we have a Joshua there? You see, I'll tell you this. The name Forum for Democratic Change, just look at the nomenclature, what it suggests. It's a nerve center for the struggle. Forum for Democratic Change. It was born out of that particular concept, that mission. It was about that. And that's the reason we all rallied behind that cause. Never mind that there were so many political formations at the time when we belonged to somewhere else. 2001, I was part of the legal team that represented Dr. Kizza Besigye. 2001, that election. And I was in charge of collecting evidence from Buganda region here. And the mission was not about dealing with the situation at hand, but liberating the country. And Dr. Besigye has repeatedly said it was not about him becoming a president. No, it was about liberating the country. Championing the struggle to liberate the country. Is the country liberated? No. Has the status quo changed? No. So, why do you want to behave like we have arrived? Time to be seen whether you are an arrivist or you are an activist. That is the challenge we have. We have arrivists and activists. So now, this day, as we assembled in this hall here, we have to make a proclamation. Whether we are determined to open a new chapter. Yes, at the time of inception, we opened the chapter of Genesis. We went to Revelation. We went to Well, Exodus, and what not. Now we are on the book of Lamentations. Time to close the book of Lamentations and begin to act. You see those who have traveled by air, when the plane is about to take off, you get those crew who prepare you for the turbulent times, episodes ahead. Get prepared. Let me serve that particular purpose now. Tighten your belt. Get prepared for the turbulences. I know I'm speaking from experience. I don't want to speak so much about the battles we have fought. You know, sometimes some of us, I can behave like a warlord if it's time for war. And I have no regrets for that. I'm a warrior when it's time for war. And I can be a diplomat. I've said this time and again, some of us, we can be warriors, we can be diplomats. I'm not here to sound war drums, but I'm really telling you what's happening and what's going to happen. So the Waswahili will tell you, funga mukanda. Funga mukanda. Tighten the belt. He used to sing, funga mukanda, pambana, funga mukanda, pambana, funga mukanda, pambana, vitani yako, pambana, vitani yako, the war is yours. Pambana. Now what needs to be done, where I will focus. Number one, we have made attempts and trials. Painstakingly, I'm underlining this, to address these challenges, the contradictions, what you're witnessing right now, internally, but all in vain, I must say. You recall we had the National Council meeting, we sat down, these issues came up, they were raised by Dr. Isabesge. He tried to explain. Although Taiwa is not here, but he rallied you, members of National Council, to say, no. Take these matters to the elders. Don't bring them in the open. We are all human. And we wanted to keep them under wraps. We thought we wouldn't want to wash our dirty linen in public. We have gone through thick and thin. Blast furnace of sorts, I'll tell you. Internal contradictions within are not mentioned. To the extent that at one time, we are in a meeting at Najana Nkumbi, like we are sitting here, and we were almost lynched because there were goons brought all over. And it took the convener here to raise and say, all the years, the Honorable Semju said, all the years he has been in FDC, he had never encountered such a situation where NEC is seated and the goons marauding around. They were patrolling all over, waiting for signals to attack. And everybody who was debating in NEC there, they were on tenterhooks. They were saying, what's going to happen next? I remember telling the colleagues there that what you are doing here, you are doing it within my territory. If I were also to mobilize, you wouldn't manage. Don't play those games. But people did not listen. Let me cut the long story short. The goons were there in your sacred gardens, sniffing banji, sniffing whatever stuff you can talk about, desecrating that particular place. Terrible, abhorrible, reprehensible. We condemned it. Now what happened? We resolved and said, let's have a NEC retreat. We were supposed to have a NEC retreat. 1 month we suspended the elections and said, let's have a NEC retreat to resolve these matters internally. The month has elapsed without a NEC retreat being organized. We said we are given this task by National Council. We have a report to be delivered by the elders, led by the Honorable Nabuiso. Let's finish the process of the elders. One of the elders, Mr. Katembeya, is here, the others. Let them do the work of getting all the matters here, getting to the bottom of this dirty money, and come back to the party. The party leadership will take a decision. That was not also given a chance. And then we agreed and said, we shall also have an emergency national council to call the owners of the party to come and take a decision. The chairman has already issued a notice for you. I'm aware you have, I'm sure you have gotten it for 28th. And we said, ladies and gentlemen, get this statement, honorable members. The Honorable Samuju told you here at inception, at the outset here. It was from the party president himself who said, look, if we proceed in this kind of state, we are headed for a split. Yes. He said, if we proceed with elections, we are headed for a split. And we said, we must avert it. We must do everything possible to stave off that unfortunate development. And that was the idea behind all those processes. Cutting the long story short again, the notice is already with you. We never, as NEC, approved any new roadmap, awaiting the final decision to be made by National Council. It is now for 28th. Initially, they had said the structures are going to be constituted on 17th. We protested. Now they have shifted it to 21st. That is Friday this week. And this the reason we must take a decision here. Good enough you are here. I want to make reference to the provisions of the Constitution. In Article 38, the party's chairman, Article 28 of the Constitution. Those of you who have this Constitution, this small booklet, it's page 38. The party chairperson shall, this is the function of the party chairperson, oversee discipline and overall ethical standards in the party, ensure harmony within the party, underline that. The national chairperson shall ensure harmony within the party. That's what informed his wise decision to say, ladies and gentlemen, all members, stay put. Let's hold the process. The sky is not about to fall until 28th, when the National Council will pronounce itself on this matter. Good enough you are here, members of National Council, and you are going to take a decision on 28th. You've got to take a decision. Do you stand with the position of the national chairman, the Honorable Birigwa, who said, please, members, come on 28th, we take a decision to give a direction to our party, to receive a report from the Nabuisho Commission. It is the 28th. You will get the truth. And there are those who want to sabotage the process. I'm quite sure and confident 28th is going to be a day of truth. Truth telling. You are going to see who is a liar and who is telling the truth on 28th. There are people who are worried for the truth to come out on that day. They are doing everything possible to scatter the processes that we don't reach 28th. Stand firm and come on 28th. Stand firm and take a decision. Because they want you to go into elections on 21st, Friday. You get occupied and you forget about this matter and it becomes a business as usual. Never. You say never, that will not happen. I want to conclude on this point by telling you this. When you look at the provision about National Council, it is Article 20 on page 16. Article 20. The National Council shall be there shall be a national council of the party consisting of the following officials. Number 1, district chairpersons of the party. You are number 1, the district chairperson. Chairperson from Chigezi, from Karamoja, from Nebi, from Soroti, from wherever. You have equal powers with the members of NEC when it comes to National Council. And these are the powers you have. I want you to utilize these powers very well. These powers very well. The functions of National Council in clause 2 of Article 20.
We are welcoming Honorable Betty Awol, former leader of opposition, the MP, Humanity for Gulu City. You're most welcome.
You are most welcome, Right Honorable Betty Awol. Another round of applause for her. Members, are you listening? Members of National Council? Are we together? This is now the most important function you are going to perform on 28th. 28th. You have several functions under Article 20, but now your party is in a dire state and it is calling for SOS. You know that distress code. When you are in trouble, save our souls. Your party, the FDC, is calling on you. Please save ourselves. Save my soul. Save my soul. FDC is telling you, kindly save my soul. And what are you going to do? In Article 20, clause 2, paragraph E, the functions of the National Council shall be E. Supervise and direct the work of NEC and other national party organs. Supervise and direct the work of NEC. I sit on NEC. I've been attending all the meetings. I am bringing you by the news. If you are looking for a solution to the current stalemate from NEC, forget. Speak on good authority. NEC now has no authority, has no capacity. This magnitude, the magnitude of this problem is beyond NEC. Members are about to fight each other in the NEC. I've told you how goons were about to lynch us. So the solution now lies in your hands. And it is on 28th, beyond the 28th. It will be, I don't know. Those of you, yes? 28th. Sharpen your tools on 28th. And you should be determined to come and say, where is the malignant cancer? You be ready to chop it off. If you do not come with sharpened tools to chop off that malignant cancer, you will be killing your party. And that will be betrayal to FDC. It will be betrayal to the forefathers of this cause. It will be betrayal to yourself. I told my brother, Honorable Power, as I conclude on this matter, I told my brother, the Honorable, listen, I said the worst thing a leader can do to the people you lead. That was the day they deployed the Kanyamas there. And I asked the chiefs they deployed there, at Najanankun. And I asked brother, and I asked him, who of these people you don't know? Right now, who do I fear here? Look at all these beautiful faces. The well-determined and well-intentioned leaders of the party. I asked him when we were in the NEC, who do you fear here? The worst crime you can commit to yourself or injustice to yourself is to fear the people you lead. That's the reason Museveni is persecuting Ugandans. He's killing them. He's arresting and detaining them in safe houses. Museveni fears people like anything else. He fears people. Then I said, why are you also fearing party members? Because he said that he heard that some members are coming to demand for cards. Is that a crime for people to come and demand for cards when they are going for elections? Is it a crime? So he said these are fearing people coming to demand for cards. But he said it's a legitimate demand. Give them cards. Now, while I'm raising this, I was just imagining, thinking aloud, that after this assembly here, if I ask you kindly, as we are going for lunch and we are winding up, can we get our food, pack it in a vehicle, and we're going to have our lunch from our gardens there at Najana Kumbi? You will see how people will scamper there. Because all of you are members of the party, but you will see pandemonium breaking rules at the party headquarters. Why? Why? Isn't that your home? Isn't that your home? I will ask you now. National Council members, listen. National Council members, don't come alone when you are coming on 28th. What has happened to us as NEC members may happen to you. When you are coming, take this seriously. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from experience. Each of you get your members, marshal up the capacity on 28th. That is a crucial day in the history of FDC. Whereas your chairman is threatened. I saw some members rubbishing the chairman's decision. I called that member. He's within Kampala here. I told him, please stop it. Stop it. I told him, I don't. You ask him, I called him last night. I told him, please don't undermine our chairman when he has a constitutional mandate here to say there is party harmony. Now, I want to ask you, when you are coming on that day, and you members protect your chairman, because now your chairman as a National Council member is crucial in decision making. We are going to take decisions Kongola Ziga. On that day, we must take decisions to save the party or it sinks. On that day, either the party is saved or it goes down where these people died from who went to see the Titanic. I'm telling you. So that is my message to you. And all of you have assembled here. You will not, you come. Members, all of you, it is your party. As your chairpersons, as members of National Council debate, be there in the gardens. Najana Kumbi is big enough to accommodate all of you. You will sit in your tents somewhere and you witness how we deliberate. Stop fearing. The solution is no longer in the neck. Nobody should deceive you that we can sit in neck and resolve these matters. Impossible. Finally, now as Deputy President, People's Government, 2 minutes. The last message is to ask you colleagues, listen, I want to tell you about the struggle. The Honorable Semuju has told you the family rule we are dealing with. It's real. The family rule is real. And it pains to see that it's only one family taking charge of this country. It pains. And I even feel like, anyway, let me reserve that. But the point is, right now the field is dominated by two strands, two pressure groups. Musei Tofaku Main and the Memuke project. Where are we? I'm asking you, where are we, the vanguards of the struggle? Where do we stand? I want to ask you members, we have come a long way. We have really come a long way. Today, you must recognize one thing. We are not in conventional politics. We are in revolutionary politics. One disappointment I've registered here, is that we do not have revolutionary songs. Those of you who are creative enough, please compose enough of revolutionary songs. We have only one message, songa, toka barabara, fungua, watu. Only one. When we are in a war situation, we should be having quite a number of them. I went to Chankwanza and these people pumped in us so many songs. Now I feel like, because when you are here, you boost the morale, you rekindle your spirit, you get that indomitable feeling and spirit that you have to fight. Now let us sing one. No. Please let us be creative. Maybe we can sing one for these people who have betrayed this country. Nitasonga na mtutu wangu, nikomboe Uganda na wananchi wote. FDC umpe uwezo, nikomboe Uganda na wananchi wote. Kasi zetu nasonga na siasa nzuri, Kakore tunasonga na siasa nzuri, Acholi tunasonga na siasa nzuri, Chisolo tunasonga na siasa nzuri. Na siasa nzuri. Hey, nitasonga na mtutu wangu, nikomboe Uganda na wananchi wote. FDC umpe uwezo, nikomboe Uganda na wananchi wote.
Moto kunawaka.
Colleagues, I want to ask you, I want you to sharpen your tools, get prepared, and get strategies for dealing with the situation at hand. The reason we came up with the FOC, the reason we came up with the People's Government, where we have been all active in the FOC, in the People's Government, in all this information, Red Card Front, is to ensure that we do away with this family rule. We do away with the Kaguta dynasty. Let us get determined to fight the Kaguta dynasty and build bridges with all change-seeking agents, change-seeking forces to do away with the dynasty. That should be our mission. We should be at the forefront. Let us not take a back seat. Let me give you this as I conclude. The very final one. And I'm warning you, FDC members. The very final one. I'm a fan of football. I'm a fan of football. The moment because right now, when you consider the numerical strength in the parliament, they are considering as third in the parliament. Number one, they say it is NRM. Number two, they say it's NUP. Number three, it is FDC. There is a tendency in football, and it's pretty much with politics. If you are in position number three, there are all those temptations to ally with the number one to deal with it, to finish up number two. There are always those temptations to consider number two here as your immediate enemy. And that will inevitably force you to gravitate towards number one. You go into concert to fight number two. Today, if you're a supporter, isn't it Man City which won the trophy? Arsenal number second. Number three is Man U. And if today there is a match between number one is Man City, number two is Arsenal. If there is a match between Man City and Arsenal, you will find the Man U supporters in number three supporting Man City. Because they are saying number two here, Arsenal our immediate enemy. Is Man City your enemy? You people of Man U. Is Man City your enemy? I mean Arsenal your enemy? It is Man City there. So let us be strategic. Let us get focused. Otherwise we shall lose track. I wish you all the best. I thank you.
Thank you so much.